Right, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it. We've got another good show planned for you lot. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to part 2 of Liverpool season review. Listen, this was at this point, at the last show we finished on December, disappointing 1-0 loss to Leicester. But we start with another not disappointing game. Or should we start? You know what? Scratch that. Who's incoming, lads?
Oh, mate.
Hey, the people in the chat already. Out to Ali. What's going on, bro? Big up, Shigs. Happy. Yeah, bro. Very. Out to Dow's. He says, yes, the boys. What's happened? Listen, Jamie, is it Ward? Is his name?
Yeah, Julian Ward. Yeah.
Julian Ward, yeah.
He started off with he's
The
putting
boy.
the boy. Can
I just say as well? Can I just say as well? The best striker that's coming into the Premier League this summer.
Oh, right already.
It is what it is, man. Best striker.
You're not feeling Haaland, though?
Has Haaland ever passed the Virgil van Dijk test?
Oh, no. That would be a no.
Darwin Nunez has.
All right. Listen, shots fired from early. We love to see it. Pre-season hasn't even started. The shots already fired. But yeah, I'll come to you first, and Ben. How you feeling about it?
Listen, I'm delighted. I'm absolutely gassed by this. I had a feeling we'd go in for him. I didn't think we'd get him, to be honest, just because of the money. Like, I just didn't see us putting in this much money into Darwin Nunez. But listen, man, I'm absolutely delighted that we have. Obviously, it comes at a cost. We all know Mane is going, but listen, we just need to focus about the future now. Players are going to come and go. I trust the guys that are making these decisions on these players. Unlike some Liverpool fans, it has to be said. That's for a different discussion. I think some people today have conducted themselves in a very, very poor way. But again, that's for a different discussion. But I'm for it. I've said for so long now, I need to see a natural striker getting onto those Trent crosses. Like, I made a comp of Darwin Nunez as soon as the link came out yesterday that we were going to go in for him. Yeah. And the amount of goals he scored from balls coming in from the right is crazy. So I think Trent's going to be licking his lips. Yeah, listen, Trent, there was another thing I saw. It was a compilation of all Trent's passes and crosses this season that he put into the 6-yard area that nobody got onto. There was nobody there. Listen, we've got a beast, Godzilla, as I called him on the compilation that I made. Listen, this guy is a beast. Klopp rates him. Virgil put him in his top 5 players he's played against, which I don't think people understand how much of a compliment that is. Like, he put Mbappe in there. I think he put Messi in there. He put all these crazy players in there, and then Darwin Nunez was in there as well. So I'm not going to listen to somebody who reps, I don't know, Kovacic or someone like that on Twitter. I don't care about your opinion.
Like this guy.
Yeah, maybe. But look, listen, our club has just spent, or in total, if the bonuses all come through, 100 million euros on a player, right? It's exactly what people ask for when City signed Haaland. Oh, Liverpool need to react. We need to show our intent. Well, here it is.
Very true. Just quickly, I'll read out some comments and I'll come to you, Jamie. So Abs also says, man got Charlie Darwin at the club. Listen, bro, for a guy that bought Lukaku, don't talk, bro.
Yeah, facts. He's going as well, isn't he?
Big up. Cheers, and also, hey, lads, thanks for the subscribe, bro. I know you was on the earlier stream with Shane, and thanks for helping me get to 1,000 subs as well. So I'm loving it. Yeah, big for Shane. So I think he's going to be doing a celebration stream. So I look out for that, people. Yeah, but well done to Saint, man. We like to see people do big things. Out to Ali, says next Jude Bellingham. Listen, I'm not mad at it. I hope we do get him soon. Because he's a quality player. He also says, Ben, your comps on Nunez are fire. They're digging you up, bro.
Thank you, bro.
So that's all we deal with on this channel. Top boys and girls, you get me? So and also just to back up your point, he says, and Hassan. Well, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I've kind of dipped in and out on Twitter, but Jamie, we'll come to you next. Just your thoughts on Nunez.
Oh, Shigs, this is my boy. This is my boy. Honestly, I've been raving about this guy. I put my tweet out as soon as I seen him at Anfield. I said he's going to the top. He has all the I said it in March. I'm telling you, he's got all the attributes to go to the top.
You may have said it on my stream actually when we spoke about that game.
I did, and I've tweeted it out as well. Honestly, he's got all the attributes. He's big, he's tall, he's rapid, he's a finisher. He's Uruguayan as well. I love that. I love a bit of a South American.
Let me just say this. I know it sounds bad, but hopefully he follows in Suarez's path, but not all of the paths.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, go Suarez and more. But I genuinely think he could do that. I think it shows everything we need to know on Klopp buying it. And I think someone put it in the TAT group then, and I think they're spot on. The more we see the price tag of 100 mil, it gives me nerves that, it could be a flop. It gives me so much more confidence that Klopp's spunking this money. 100 million euros. Obviously, they're only close to that, Van Dijk and Alisson, and they worked very, very well. So we got a great track record for it. Oh, I love this man. I can't wait. I was getting chuffed over Calvin Ramsey. No disrespect to Calvin Ramsey. I look forward to seeing him in a Liverpool shirt. But you what?
Is he going to take Conor Bradley's place?
No, Nico's, bro.
he will in your dream team, Shigs. That's for definite. But yeah, I cannot wait. Paul Joyce dagger to say it's done and I'm on the roof.
There you go. Just quickly, a little bit off topic. Out to Dow's, he says, Elon Musk, give Benny's account back, you billionaire or what?
Listen, we're getting there, man. 225 followers on the new account. I'm not going to say what the account's called, but yeah, if you know, you know. We're getting there, man.
Also, out to Ali, says Julian Ward stole John Henry's wallet. To be honest with you, obviously my take on it in terms of when I saw, because normally Liverpool, when we win for them, or if there's talk to, there's chat about winning for a player, and then bam, it's done.
Yeah.
And the fact that we were going back and forth, we normally don't get really into not to say it's become a bidding war, but you know the kind of thing where they want 60 million, they want 70 million, they want 8, that kind of thing. So I was like, I don't know if it's gonna happen. But from what I've seen on the TL and obviously yourselves and a couple other people, because I came in the group and I was like, are you sure this is really gonna happen, or is it just smoke? And you like, nah, it's happening. So for me, I don't know. I haven't. I'm not gonna want to be one of those people that pretends. Yeah, I've always thought he was quality. To be honest with you, the only time I watched him play is when we played Benfica. I haven't really seen him do bits or any compilation. Well, I saw your compilation, Ben, but I haven't really delved deep into him to find out what he's back. From all intents and purposes, everybody seems to think that he's a top baller. So I'm hoping he may not give us exactly what Mane gave us when he was there, but I'm hoping he can give us something a little bit different.
Something different. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And to think of it like now, with how he comes in, we can now change the 4-5-1 kind of thing, or 4-2-3-1 kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So he's a low strike man, and so it gives Klopp options, man. I'm hoping this isn't the end of the spending, because I do want to see us bring in another midfielder, because I think it's needed. There were times last season, and we'll get into it, that our front line weren't able to do the job, and the midfield weren't able to back them up. But listen, we're not here to slander. It's just an observation that I've made. But hopefully that, maybe another right back. But let me ask you, I know I'm going off topic, but do you not want Nico back to challenge Trent, or would you rather the new guy come in?
I'll go first, because I've tweeted this out the other day, actually. Nico Williams is a very slept-on footballer. He's very good. I think Liverpool are harsh critics because obviously he come onto the scene early, and Trent, everyone expects him to be Trent because, Trent's a 1 in a million player. Nico will be a great backup. I don't think we keep him because I think As in, like, keep him in our squad because I think football will benefit. But I'm praying we only send him out on loan because I think give him another loan to Fulham in the Premier League, see what he's about, and then it's a win-win because we can either keep him if we want to keep him, or we'll keep more money for him because he's a season more experienced, Premier League proven. So, but I'll be excited if Calvin Ramsey comes in, but I hope we loan him.
Yeah, and Ben,
I think Nico's gone permanently. To be honest.
Really?
I feel like bringing Ramsey in, who again is a very highly rated young player. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I've watched Aberdeen on Sunday at 12 p.m. or whatever. But bro, you know when Stevie was at Rangers, I actually used to sit there and watch Rangers matches, and I honestly, bro, it felt like such a
paint dry, bro, paint dry.
Yeah, but from what I've heard, and he won SPL Young Player of the Year as well, obviously. And I think it's going to be like 3 or 4 million for this kid.
Yeah.
So I think that tells you everything you need to know, that they rate this kid highly. I think I've read that his skill set is similar to Trent. Obviously, Trent is like up here on the scale, but like the same sort of things, like driving forward, crossing it, and all that. And Nico, like I think he's going to go to Fulham. I think obviously he had such a good time there. We still gave him to Fulham on loan, even though we didn't get Carvalho when we wanted him. So I genuinely do believe that maybe that was some sort of the agreement that once you've had him on loan, we'll get Carvalho and you can have him permanently. I don't know. It's just speculation, but I feel like there's something in that. And maybe we're just trying to keep a good relationship with Fulham as well, because they always have good youngsters coming through. Look at Harvey, Carvalho. So,
True. Okay, well, look. I believe you're going to be doing a show on it tomorrow at 7 with all the transfer rounds up and stuff. So I'll put a link into the description for the channel. So please, people, when you have a moment, go over there and subscribe and look out for Ben, and you might see myself and Jamie on the channel going through as well. But right, let's go back to the I don't know, the season as it stood. So we left it out to Ravi saying, "Big up, hope you're good, bro. Hope you're well."
Big up, bro.
As it stood at the moment, we'd got to the January fixtures, and the first fixture in January was a 2-2 game against Chelsea at the Bridge. Just quickly, Ravi says, I didn't want Nunez. Don't think he was a guy for us. Well, listen, I'll just say this to you, Ravi. In all the transfers that Klopp and FSU have made, the only one I can think of that's gone sideways is Karius. So for me, that's not a bad record to have. So let's just see how he does. Like, I know people have got their hopes for, I was just gonna say Nkunku, but again, there must have been a reason why they didn't go for him.
Exactly, Cheeks. I'm seeing so many people saying Nkunku, and it's stressing me out because these are top level paid scouts. Klopp is a top level person at bringing the right people in. There'll be something with Nkunku that is triggered in their head and thought, no, whether it's the price, whether we can't get in this summer, whether he doesn't suit the pressing system or whatnot, I don't watch him. But there'll be something that brings Nunez over him for Klopp's plan.
Well, that's the thing. And I like I said, we won't go into it too much, but like as I said before, I fully trust our scouting team and Klopp. And if they believe that Nunez is the guy that they need for our team to be better, I'm fully behind it. But anyway, we're going to get back to the second part of the season review. So as I said earlier, Chelsea 2, Liverpool 2, and I'm not sure how far you remember this game, but it was so frustrating. 2-0 up. I think Mane and Salah got the goals in 2-0 up, and we were not cruising, but we were in full control of the game, and then Kovacic scores an absolute worldie.
Fluke or
whatever you want to call it. It's a worldie, bro. There's no keeper that's saving that. None.
Well, Kelleher was in goal, wasn't he? So maybe if Alisson was there.
Nah. We're not doing that, babe. We're not doing that. Because Kelleher was quality in that game. I think he made a couple good saves as well.
Yeah, he was. I'm joking. Yeah, he was good.
So, but that first goal, even I was like, you know what?
Yeah. Stevie.
Is that?
It reminded me of something Stevie G would do back in the day. The way he hits it.
This is the thing. Attitude done. Is
You have man bun PTSD.
If Nunez gets a fade, all I'm saying is, it says, I have man bun PSD after carriers. If Nunez gets a fade, I'm all in for the side. And what man don't believe in the ponytail thing, no? Shout out to Trudon. No, but is that the thing about Nunez is he ain't got blonde hair, so he should be all right, bro.
Yeah. Klopp said he's handsome as well, so he can't change.
There you go. But we were 2-0 up. Kovacic gets the goal. I think it was just before just before half time.
Both of them.
Yeah, and then Captain America, aka Pulisic.
Right before half time, wasn't it?
AKA Soldier Boy. Shout if you know, you know.
Soldier Boy up there.
Now, do you watch the boys? You watch the boys?
No.
No. Trust me.
I thought he was on about the rapper Soldier.
Yeah, same.
There's a program called The Boys. Shout out to people that know about The Boys on Prime, Amazon Prime, quality show. But basically scored made it 2-2, and it was frustrating because we were the better team, and again, us not converting and being in a winning position, and having to hold on for a point, because the second half was a little bit more even, but Chelsea tried to put on us, and if it wasn't for Kelleher, we might have lost that game. Yeah. So it was a disappointment. Like a lot of people, and I think at this point we were quite a few points behind Man City as well, and people were starting. Like I've said before, I was adamant we were going to win the league. Ben can tell you that.
I remember Shigs. I remember after this game, me, you, and Abs did a stream on my show, and I said to you, mate, it's finished. It's done. Like we're so far behind now. Us and Chelsea were still there or thereabouts.
Yeah.
But I think a draw in my head would have put us both out the race. I think at that point, okay, City did have games. We had games in hand, or City had games in hand, whatever. But the gap was 14 at that point. And as far as I was concerned, obviously nobody anticipated Luis Diaz coming in. You know, with what we had, I just didn't see it. And I was just, my head was gone after that game. Like, I think I said, because it was Milner. Bro, it was Milner, Fabinho, and Henderson in midfield, wasn't it? And there's just
yeah.
Like if you're in the spaces, I think they got called the Brexit Brothers of Destruction or something.
Yeah.
Like, after that game, like it's just man. Everything was just off about that game. Kelleher, like you say, played well. He made a couple of good saves, but I don't know, man. We just go 2-0 up, and I hate saying this because I feel like I'm going to say it all the time again. But when you're 2-0 up, when you're going for titles, you can't collapse.
Shutters come down.
You can't, like 2-0 up. You get the 3 points, no matter how you do it. But obviously, we all know that 2-0 is probably the worst lead you can have because one goal literally just changes everything. So, look, it's very disappointing because it wasn't the first time we went 2-0 up and not winning the game, and ultimately they're the results that cost us in the end. I don't care about Stevie G at City. I don't care about whatever else. We drew too many games in positions when we was leading. So that's where it went wrong for me.
I hear that. I kind of echo those sentiments as well. Jamie, how was you? Did you go to the game or was you?
No, it was at Stamford Bridge, wasn't it? I can't get it.
Okay. But how did you feel? I felt quite deflated because of the fact that we were 2-0 up. But how did you feel about it?
Gutted. I think Ben summed it up. I tell you what, with everything that was going against us from what I remember that game, we didn't have Van Dijk, did we? He had COVID. Van Dijk had COVID.
No. Van Dijk.
No, Virgil played.
It was Matip that had COVID.
Oh, was it Matip that had COVID?
It was Van Dijk and
Matip had COVID. Did someone else have COVID as well?
I'm not sure.
Maybe Robertson, because Simikas played.
Klopp had COVID. That's what I'm thinking of. We didn't have Klopp. So I feel like with everyone going against us that time, away at Stamford Bridge, a point wouldn't have been that deflating as what it felt like, and it's because we were 2-0 up. And obviously we did that at Brighton at home. We'd have thought we'd have learned from our errors there, and we didn't. But looking at it from now on, that was probably one of the last lessons we took. Yeah. So
out to Dowes, he said, it was Klopp that had
Klopp.
COVID.
So that's a positive that we learned from it. But at that game, I was with Ben, a bit down in the dumps, thinking the title had gone. But obviously, Shigs brought us all back to life when he said we could do it, and we were nearly there.
Listen, I don't know. I said it to Ben from the beginning of the season that we were going to win the league, and even though we were that far behind, I just know that this team is not just going to let it go like that. And I know obviously they did drop points, but it was again, and I'll say it again this season. I think we're going to win the league. I just think this team is so good that they're never out of anything. So that was my reasoning behind it. So we came out of that game. It was 2-2, and then we went into the Shrewsbury game, the FA Cup game. This is when Elliot got his first goal at Anfield.
Wait, no, it's Kyle Gordon. I think that one.
Yeah, Gordon got one. Elliot got one, and I think Firmino got two.
Nah, it was Gordon. Fabinho scored twice on Firmino. Oh, yeah, I know what game you're thinking of. Yeah.
He scored a penalty in it. Yeah, no.
Yeah. You're thinking of Cardiff, yeah.
Yeah. Kate Gordon played well, got a goal after Shrewsbury had taken the lead as well. Yeah, so it was
the guy did the Ronaldo celebration at Anfield.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, what a clown, man. Honestly. But yeah, for me, this game, I was obviously very happy to see Cade Gordon score. And look, with Cade Gordon, my brother's friends with this guy who used to play for Derby, who are very close with Cade Gordon, more so his brother, his older brother Keller. But my brother's been telling me all this time, like when we were signing him, like they say he's such a highly rated youngster, like that he was dubbed as the best 15, 16-year-old in the country at the time we signed him. And yeah, really? I remember Rooney kept, honestly, Rooney kept speaking out about him as well, saying like, you know, I think he said something like technically he's as good as he was at that age, which is mad. So don't quote me on that. I'll try and find the actual quote one time, but he made a comparison and like they were going crazy about Cade Gordon. So to see him come in and that goal was really well taken as well. That it's just something about those cups giving those youngsters the opportunity to score those goals. You know, that's what they're for, in my opinion. And hopefully we'll see more of that next season as well, with the likes of Fabio and Harvey getting a proper run since his recovery. And then obviously Fabinho, the bagsman last season, wasn't he, scoring twice, which was unexpected. I mean, there was a period where Fabinho was bagging like every game, like it was crazy. So yeah, I was happy with it, mate. Job done. I think we had, I'm just looking now. We had 85% possession, which would be a record or close to a record.
Yeah, this season we were very stingy with the ball, man. Very stingy, but sometimes it didn't work out. But yeah, no, great performance for the guys. And I remember Fabinho's penalty was quality as well.
This guy's cold at pens, man.
Yeah, he is.
Honestly. So
after that game, we went into it was a bit of a sad game because we lost the game 0-0 against Arsenal.
I knew this was coming. Combined 11 FC, mate. We're Ramsdale and goal.
Honestly, I was so annoyed that we lost the game 0-0. I was so annoyed.
Yeah,
like it was, you know, like I was upset that their strikers hadn't done their job. They got the goals to win the game. The 10 men, I think they got a man. They got a man sent off. Who was it? They got sent off.
Xhaka.
Yeah, Xhaka with the.
He fly kicked Jota, did he?
Yeah. I think Jota said something about his mum. He said, "What?" So, Arsenal won that game 0-0, and absolutely.
And we're out the cup, mate. We're out the cup. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Done.
Jamie, you got an input on that?
You know what? The memory I take from that game was is it Ben White? Is it? His name?
Yeah, shouting at his defenders.
Yeah, no, not even that. Him smiling on the goal line.
Yeah.
Has he not got a Villa to be in on ITV2 at the minute or something like that?
I don't know, man. You know what that guy? He reminds me of D'Artagnan, the way with his eyebrows and stuff. But anyway, that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, 0-0. Frustrating game for us because they were there for the taking. And Minamino, bless his soul, had the chance to win it, but we weren't meant to be. But we had the chances there. It was a little bit frustrating. And let me be honest though, even though I'm trying shade at Arsenal, at that point, I was starting to think, oh, you know what, Arteta's doing something here, because they were quite resolute. Forget the trolling. They were. And I know people say it's easier to play against 10 men, but all you got to do, not all, but 2 banks of 4, and then you come and break us down. Let's see what you got. So, excuse me, it was a backs to the wall kind of job for them. So, what did you lot think about the game? Excuse me.
Go on, Jamie. I'll let you. So.
Yeah, at the end of the game, I kind of thought we're not going to go through here because it was at the Emirates, and obviously I didn't know how we was going to play it out because we had a very tight fixture schedule. Obviously, Salah and Mane were gone at that time with COVID. They had a full-strength team. They were flying.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, just won the Anfield 0-0 Cup, so momentum's swinging their way. That I thought that going to be a bit difficult, but in that game, it was that 10 men curse again. As soon as Xhaka went off, they had 11 men behind the ball, and then whenever we're against 10 men, we find it really hard. We really struggle.
Yeah, we ain't got that.
So
we didn't have the guile.
Exactly. So I kind of thought, right, we're going to struggle here, but then we did our job at the Emirates, which we'll get onto. But it wasn't a great game. We had one clear-cut chance, which was Minamino's, which was a very bad miss. That's all I can remember, to be fair.
Yeah, no, that's the same thing. Same thing. We did have a couple of chances in the first half, but good defending by Arsenal, plus their goalkeeper was on point. I think it was
Ramsdale.
What's his name? Leno in goal.
No, it's Ramsdale.
I think we're.
Oh yeah, it was Ramsdale, wasn't it? So sorry.
Playing full strength.
I think we're forgetting the main point from this game. Jurgen Klopp rigged all the COVID tests. Remember?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Because we're supposed to play at the Emirates first, weren't we, Jamie?
Yeah.
We were supposed to be the Emirates first because Jamie sold me his ticket to go. But then obviously we had to cancel the game, and all these men were crying because they came out on stage. Oh, you can hold that.
Do you remember the spaces? Klopp was scared. Klopp's scared of us. Arteta's broken Klopp and all this.
What? Like, what a top 4 that is for Arsenal. Like, seriously.
I totally forgot about that.
For me, it was very annoying because, like I just said, Jamie originally on the first date couldn't make it, so he sold me his ticket for the Emirates game because that was originally going to be the first game, and obviously I'd been hyped up for it, so excited, and then all of a sudden you're told, oh, it's not actually happening. So obviously Jamie, like the legend he is, still stuck to his word and gave me the ticket for the later date, which was incredible. But you know what? After that first leg, I was thinking this is going to be my first Liverpool away game, and I'm not that confident because the squad was in a mess, injuries and COVID, everything was all over the place. The boys have gone to AFCON, which we need to speak about that a lot in the stream. By the way, this period when the boys went to AFCON, because we were told that's when our season would derail, and that's when Liverpool would be out of everything, and that's actually the period where we kind of gained the points on everyone. And
plus we were coming off a devastating loss to Arsenal as well. So
exactly. So look, 0-0 loss at home. Obviously, it's a tough one to take. But you know what? It doesn't matter because we went there, and we'll get onto it. But we got the job done with a 17-year-old Cade Gordon starting on the wing. So
very true.
He missed the sitter as well, didn't he, man?
He did. He did.
So after that loss to Arsenal, Brentford came to town, and we put them to the sword. I was so happy. Like, you know what? They annoyed me so much that they're taking a point from us at their ground.
Yeah.
So I was glad that we gave them retribution. Goals by Fabinho again.
This is his spell, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Minamino. So it wasn't a big game to write home about. Well, in the first 10 minutes, they did try and chuck it. I think they were through and goal a couple of times as well. But
I think Alisson had to make a good save.
Yeah, the man Mountain himself came to the rescue again. So I was happy about that. That we'd got the win there. 3-0. Fabinho, Ox. I think it was a lovely cross Robertson.
Robertson or Tsimikas, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was Tsimikas.
It might have been.
Diving header by Ox. So good goal, and Minamino. Yeah, getting on the score sheet as well. So quite happy that we dispatched them because, like I said, we owed them for what they.
I was at that game as well, but I hated it because Jamie, have you ever sat in the main stand right at the top?
Yeah, for a cup game against Arsenal.
God. I didn't enjoy it, man. Like, so far away from the pitch, like.
Yeah,
not for me. Well, it was good to be there. Obviously, you got to take your chances to get tickets. Just one of them routine wins. But I was more interested in the game that's coming up a week later.
Yeah, buddy. And because of that, I'll let you go first. I'll let you go first, Ben. Arsenal away.
Yeah,
take it away, sir.
We had to bounce back from that loss, didn't we, the week before? But yeah, Jamie, it was, to be fair, first away. Well, the two, I've been to Wembley when Spurs played there, but I sat with the Spurs fans, so not really counting that. And then I went to Preston in a pre-season, which again, I'm not going to be shameless enough to count that. So my first proper away experience with like the pubs and the travelling cop and all that stuff. With Noah as well. Noah, if you're watching, big up. I went with Noah and my brother. Jamie just did an absolute madness on that day, and I can't thank him enough. But it was incredible. Like the Emirates, as much as we, banter Arsenal, it's a lovely stadium. Our end was ridiculous. It probably sounded good on the telly, but
it was good.
When we was there,
like we had you could hear it. Like,
we had the whole of the bottom bit, like the whole section, which I don't think you get in the league. So, especially when Jota scored and it went to VAR, and then
that was given the goal.
The roar when it was given, and then just like singing Wembley, Wembley for like 20 minutes. It was just a glorious night, and I think that when we won that, I was confident we'd win the Carabao Cup. Because if you can go to Arsenal and win, then without the main boys, without the big hitters, I think Curtis Jones started as well in that game. Kelleher as well again started. He was the cup keeper, so doing a great job again.
I was happy about that. I was happy that
me too.
Consistency with that.
Me too, but we probably going to have to talk about Kelleher because I have seen him make a few comments about his future.
Really?
Listen,
go into it now.
Well, he said that he's not sure what his long term has in store for him because he wants to play games, which I've always said is fair enough. Like he's established himself now as a goalkeeper that's good enough to play regular football, like in the Premier League. Definitely, he could play at some capacity. So I don't think we should hold these players at ransom forever. Like I'd love him to stay forever as our backup keeper, but at the end of the day, you get one career. So if he thinks he can go and play every single week in a Premier League team, then absolutely go for it. You know what I mean? But then I'd just be concerned about what we do as the number 2 because I know we've signed some howlers of goalkeepers in the years, haven't we? Karius, Adrian. Mignolet wasn't bad at times, but
he had his moments though.
Yeah.
Just a quick question on that. Who do you think he could go? Where do you think he could go in terms of if he was to stay in the Prem?
A team like mid-table maybe, but a team with like a project. You know what I mean? Like maybe someone like a Brighton or somebody like that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It just depends. If he's happy to sit here winning trophies and playing 10 games a season, I love that.
Hopefully,
keep doing it.
Would you? I don't know. Would you? I would give him the FA Cup and Carling Cup games.
Yeah,
I'd give him both because he's proved in both. When he's been called upon, we can rely on him. And there's no, like with Adrian, there was some waiting part now and again. You don't see that with Kelleher.
No, I can't remember him making a mistake. To be fair, unless Jamie can think of one.
No, he's the coolest young keeper you'll see, to be honest. And I do.
He's
think
not like Zach Stefan, is he, mate?
Nothing like him. Nothing like him. But I think he'll go. Now he's made the comments. I didn't even think about it, but look, what I saw was in 28, 29. So keepers, he'll be going to these like 34, definitely. Alisson. So you're looking at 5 more years of Alisson probably being a keeper. and the longevity they have. So 5 more years as a keeper of his level sat on the bench, I don't think that he should be aspiring for bigger and better things, to be honest. I don't want to be selfish for his career, like Ben said. I think he's going to have to go. But he is phenomenal. He is brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, he done his job in that game anyway. But then we moved on to another. Well, we won so many games, which is so mad. Like we had stayed in London, ended up going to South London. Crystal Palace, normally one of our bogey teams. Well, I say bogey teams, but I can't remember the last time we lost to them. I'm trying to think. I think it's still Sam Allardyce was the last.
I think it's just PTSD, isn't it, from Istanbul?
No, but we drew that. It was 3-3.
Yeah, I know, but like when people go on about Crystal Palace, they always going about like Dwight Gale.
Oh yeah.
I always think of the Gerrard send off, and they went and beat us 4-1. But to be fair, we have Crystal Palace to thank because they're City's bogey team majorly. They're always they took 4 points off them this season.
Well, there you go.
So
there you go. So Liverpool 3, Palace 1. Van Dijk. Who else? Fabinho and I think it was it Fabinho got both of them. I think it was. Let me check.
Ox.
Jota scored, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh no! He didn't score. Jota won the penalty. Do you remember that penalty?
Van Dijk, Oxlade, and Fabinho. Because
do you remember that
dodgy penalty at the end?
Yeah, well dodgy. Yeah. well dodgy.
Well, like I couldn't believe he'd given it.
Yeah, I know.
Like, that listen, if someone had given that penalty against us, I would have been fuming.
But who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Like Van Dijk said, who cares?
Yeah, because that was so. I don't even. Anyway, yeah, that was a bit of a mad one. So, like with that, we've gone on some mad winning streak. I hadn't lost, beginning of the year. Well, obviously, beginning of the year since the Leicester lost. We didn't lose another game for a long time. But the next game
Inter Milan that we lost.
Yeah, no, we
I'm on about the next loss. Yeah,
the Inter Milan was the game. But I was talking about in the league. We didn't lose another game until I can't even remember. We'll go into it. But our next game after the Crystal Palace game was we played Cardiff City in the FA Cup, and this was the one where Harvey Elliott scored. So thanks for reminding me, Ben. Lovely goal. I think Fabinho got another penalty as well. No, it was the Jota. Oh yeah, Jota with the celebration after Minamino and Elliott put us 3-0 up, and Colwell got a goal back for Cardiff. It was a good goal, but the tie was over by the time that happened. It wasn't really. It wasn't hanging in the balance. So I'll skip over that kind of game because it was a means to an end. But then we ended up playing. Where was it we played next? Then we ended
Leicester, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Leicester at home. And I was so happy. I don't know what it is about Leicester, but I really don't like them.
Oh, I hate it's the fans.
Yeah,
they're awful.
So. Mm-hmm. Maybe so, because they I don't know, and the team as well. Like I think it was the annoyance of us losing the game at the King Power Stadium when we didn't batter them, but we should have got at least something from the game.
Yeah,
hit the crossbar, hit the post. Mane missing a 1-on-1. It was just like. God, we should have slaughtered them, but it wasn't meant to be. Now, one game that I was really happy that we bounced back after beating Leicester, we went to Burnley and Fabinho again.
Yeah, he's man of the match of this stream.
Yeah, he was just goal after goal, performance after performance, coming up with the goods. And it was a good goal. Like and Burnley as well. Did Burnley get relegated? They did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Good riddance. I can't stand playing them.
They won't be missed by anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean, but I hear it.
Nah, man, long time coming, man. Been a long time coming.
It is long time.
Yeah, they've been holding on for dear life for that Sean Dyche guy. But hey, just a shout out to Sean Dyche. Do you think he's gonna get any job in a top flight team?
Nah, apparently he's going Blackpool.
What? Oh,
huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at bookies because Neil Crixey's just joined with Gerrard, hasn't he?
Oh yeah.
And the bookies have Sean Dyche at 4-1 to go Blackpool because he's like local and stuff. I don't know how accurate the bookies are on this thing, but I don't know.
Okay, well, after beating Burnley, he was back to the Champions League, and this was around the 16. I remember. Do you know Nazario?
Mm-hmm.
He's obviously a big Inter fan, and he was chatting the most. And they're gonna.
Oh yeah, him on Spaces.
Yeah. They're gonna knock us out. And I was like, all right, bro, it's not gonna happen. But hey, listen, you can live in hope. And to be honest with you, again, first 10-15 minutes of the San Siro, they put it on us. Well, not even the first 10 minutes. I say the first half. Yeah. They put it on us. Calinucci had a chance.
Harvey started, didn't he, that game?
Yeah, but I think Barella was out for this game because he got sent off.
He punched Alaba, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, I think they missed him because he's a quality player. Yeah. Now, listen, that's a midfield I'd love for us to get, but I don't see it happening. But quality midfielder. And we ended up winning that game 2-0. I think did Salah get both of them?
No, Bobby.
Firmino scored a header, yeah.
Oh yeah, the header at the front post, isn't it?
Lancing header, yeah.
And then Kanate left it for Salah
to
score P-roller. So that put us in good stead. And just to digress a little bit, in terms of the European game, in terms of the away goals being taken away, how did you not feel about that?
I don't like it personally because I think you know what it is? I think it takes the sting out of away teams going for it. Do you know what I mean? Because the away goals was brought in because when you go into these European away days, you can just sit back and not, without away goals, you can just sit back. You're not bothered about scoring. With away goals, you're thinking this is an opportunity to score. So it takes teams out more. Look at Atletico. Imagine Atletico, when they're not playing with away goals and they go into away games, they're not bothered about scoring. So they're just going to have 11 men behind the ball. Yeah, 100%. But I don't like it personally, but it makes for a penalty shootout more likely, doesn't it? So,
yeah, you know what? I got to disagree with you, Jamie, on that. This is the first
time. You like it?
I like it because for me, it doesn't. You can't rest on, if you score a goal, an away goal, you can't just rest on your laurels. 1-1 is not enough for you to go through.
You know what it is? I think it's just the fact that it's all we've known, away goals. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just been the whole tradition of the Champions League. It's kind of what made it special. And I agreed with Jamie before. I get both sides of it, to be fair, but I don't know, man. I just remember the OG days on ITV, like teams chasing away goals, like, and that for me, there'll be a time where we play in the Champions League and we go out and you're thinking, you know what? If we only had away goals, we might have been all right here. But
for me, it just makes a game a better spectacle.
Yeah, for the new, I get it.
Because prime example. We scored 2 away goals at the away at Inter. If the away goal rule is in sight, Inter are out of that game.
Yeah,
you get what I mean. Even though obviously I don't want my team to lose, it keeps whoever loses the first leg, whether they're home or away, it still keeps them in the tie, and that's what you want. Forget just taking off your Liverpool cap. You want the game to be entertaining. You want to, you know what? If they get another goal, this might go to extra time. Do you get what I mean? Regardless of whether this team scored 2 goals away, that team only scored 1 goal away, so that team goes away because they scored 2 more away goals. I don't think it should work like that. Whoever scores the most goals in the tie wins.
But to see, there's pros and cons to every argument. Because to flip it, I remember watching Real Madrid PSG at PSG. And because Real Madrid had no objective of even getting an away goal because there is none, they sat back and it was the most boring game because when teams are going away, you're not thinking, we're not going to sit back because we can get an away goal, we can get an advantage.
Yeah.
When teams don't have that, they can just think, right, well, when we go away there, we'll sit back because we're not bothered about scoring. But like you said, but then it can work in that example. So there's pros and cons to everything.
Yeah, and to your point, though, Jamie, when they got back to the Bernabeu, imagine if those away goals had counted, because PSG, didn't PSG go like 1-0
Yeah, PSG scored, didn't they?
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Like Ben said, it's because it's all we know. It's kind of like European away goals. It just kind of goes together, doesn't it? But
it's different.
We'll get used to it soon enough, and then you'll be thinking, it's a good idea or what. But
yeah. Out to Trudon, always a friend of the show. I'll be well, bro. He says, speaking of Inter, I'll take Lautaro Martinez over Nunez. No, I wouldn't.
No way.
I wouldn't. Just for what I saw when we played them when we played Inter at Anfield.
He was scared of Van Dijk.
Yeah, bro.
He ran away from him. When Nunez is running at him. There's difference. There's levels to this game, Trudon.
Literally, he got the ball.
He legged it.
Oh, Van Dijk said, nah.
Me actually said, I don't want any part of this guy. Yeah. And you know what the thing is, people like banter about, they love his aura and stuff. They talk about his aura. But there it was in full effect. He literally took one look at Virgil.
I said, I don't want no
Nah. Not for me.
Yeah.
But
like Jamie just said, Darwin he's a true striker. Like he ain't scared of no one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro, you saw it. That's so I wouldn't take it. That just shows me that if it gets on top, like if we're out, when we go to United or a City, he's not going to be up for the fight. I don't need to be seeing that, man. Even though I haven't seen this Nunez guy, even when we played against us, the guy said, "Fuck that, I'm coming at you."
No, he was stressing me out, bro. Honestly, he was stressing me. You remember as well in the one at Anfield, dead early on, Alisson had to make a crazy save at the near post. I don't know how Alisson saved it, and I think Darwin at the end of the game even said, "I thought it was a goal." I don't know how Alisson saved it. Can you remember what I'm on about?
Yeah. Andy scored 3 goals and 2 of them got ruled out by VAR.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I wasn't on that. So
he's ours. Come on.
Yeah.
I just get so excited. I'm like a kid when it comes to transfers, man.
It's nice because it's a whole other dimension to our team. So so then we had Norwich, the normal whipping boys come to Anfield. Calm 3-1. We're not even gonna go into that. Them boys. Suarez used to score 3 by himself against United. So
now we've got Darwin to do it. So
well, there you go, another Uruguayan. And then Leeds came to town, and we absolutely hit them for 6. No pun intended. Like Mane was on smoke, with like goals galore. Literally, lovely performance. I think Matip got a goal in that. Yeah, Matip with one of his mazy runs did a 1-2 and got a goal in this game as well. Listen, tremendous performance. So then, after that, we come to the end of February, and obviously the Carling Cup final came about. Now, this final, man, this is one of the best 0-0 finals I've seen in a while. Like, just a good. Go to this game, Jamie.
Yeah. Luckily,
it was a great game, man. Great game.
Yeah, it was. Like you said, one of the most entertaining 0-0s. I think this was.
Hey, look at that. Hold on. Let me give you full screen. Boom. There you go, baby.
Shout out Kepa.
Shout out changing your goalie at the last minute.
But what a substitution. But I think the main thing I took out of this game that I can still remember was that Luis Diaz performance. That was when everyone thought this guy is something serious. Gary Neville was going for him, wasn't he? You were praising him left, right, and centre.
I just remember saying, the best phrase when he comes in is, I would have hated to play against this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Neville would have got battered by Luis Diaz. Twisted up, man. Yeah.
So listen, it was good performance. I'm not gonna lie though, We got a bit lucky with the VAR because for me, Lukaku was onside.
Yeah, but I think we were unlucky with VAR as well.
With our goal.
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
Virgil's done nothing there.
He blocked him. He blocked him.
I just remember because I was at the game as well. Again, shout out the plug, Jamie. So when that went in, I just remember seeing Virgil standing there looking at the big screen, and then when it was disallowed, he went crazy to the ref. Like what? Like he actually couldn't believe that they disallowed it. For me, bit of a different experience to Jamie, because my seat was in the where you sat, Shigs, in the club Wembley, and I was above a lot of big fat bold Chelsea fans. So
kind of like me against Man City.
Bro, when we won,
was that a dig at Sugar Sean?
Yeah, Sugar Sean. What a gimp! But anyway, that's a different story. Honestly, when we won, I was scared for my life. So what I did is I made my way, because at Wembley you can literally just go around the stadium like there's nothing stopping you. So I managed to get all the way around to like kind of near where the players went into the stand to lift the trophy, and then I was fine. I was with Liverpool fans, so I felt safe again. But honestly, some of those fans, they actually wanted to kill me because I was waving one of the they threw a flag at me, so I started waving it. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea to do that.
And euphoria.
Yeah, in the game, by the way. Obviously, I think the main point was Thiago got injured in the warm-up. Naby came in.
That was so sad.
Can we just say how good of a job Naby did at holding down that midfield on that day? I don't know how it came across on the telly, but for me,
he done his thing.
He absolutely made Kante look like a mug. Like he just shut him down. So yeah, I was very happy with it because I was worried. Like obviously, when you hear that news that Thiago is first final for Liverpool and he's not going to play, it's just that was one of the things I was looking forward to. But and you saw how much it meant to Thiago as well, crying on the bench. I think was it Alisson that was good? Yeah. So it was. Yeah, it was just nice to win it because it could have all came apart after that. But look, not the biggest trophy. Not gonna party crazy over it, but it's the first you can win. It's the first a few of those guys won with us, and they brought it out on the bus at the end of the season. So happy days.
Listen, we've got to talk about Kelleher, man. Scoring the winning penalty.
And he made a couple good saves.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. In the game.
Lukaku, Pulisic come close.
Yeah. So
they had loads of chances, right in front of me. Like so many.
Yeah, Havertz scored like twice, did he?
Yeah, Lukaku had some chances. I think Lukaku scored an offside goal as well.
He did.
Yeah, that's what I've said. The one that he was off, I don't think he was offside for that goal, but hey, well, I'll take it. So yeah, first trophy in the bag. And then shout out the plug again, Jamie. Ended up going to one of my first games at Anfield in a very, very long time. That drive was serious, though. But I'll do it all again, man. I remember literally when I walked up through the thing to look at the pitch, I was going nuts. And then the studio was like, the steward was like, first time here. I was like, yeah. To me, I could tell. I could tell. It was just like, I will never forget that. This, yeah, one of the happiest days of my life this year. One of the happiest. So thank you for that, Jamie.
No
Taki, I've got to see my guy Origi set up Minamino for 2 wonderful goals. Great day, man. Great evening. So happy with that. So through to the 6th round in the FA Cup. That was the beginning of March, and then we played West Ham at home. Now, for me, this game showed why Alisson is one of the best keepers in the world. The amount we only ended up winning this game 1-0, but the amount of saves this guy made to that game. If it's not for him, we lose this game.
Yeah.
If it's not for him, and like I said, this is the thing now. Our winning run came to an end at Inter at home, where I think it was Sanchez scored a power driver. Is it Sanchez?
What game? Inter. No, it was Martinez, wasn't it?
Yeah. You know what's funny about that though? he saw Van Dijk and said, "Oh fuck this, I'm just shooting."
yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He panicked. He just put his foot through it and it went in. That was a fluke, wasn't it?
No man, great goal. But then literally, I think he got sent off after that. Sanchez got sent off for 2 bookable offences. We love to see it. Through to the next round, and and at that time, I had a quiet feeling that we were gonna either get to the final or win it. Well, not even get to the final. I thought we could win it because we just looked assured. And even though we lost to Inter, it weren't. How can I put it? It was like we were playing in second gear. Or was that just me?
Yeah, no, it was. Well, Salah said, didn't he, that maybe we was too overconfident.
So, done the job neatly. And this game, I was happy again. Brighton versus Liverpool away at the, I don't know what their ground is called. Amex Arena. Diaz scoring the first goal. I think he should have been sent off.
Yeah, he got knocked out.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's not a red card.
I think if he missed it, it probably would have been, but I don't know.
Even though he didn't, bro, that's a red card.
I know, it's crazy. Yeah, I agree.
I think it was Salah that got the Salah got the second goal from the penalty.
Yeah.
Now this next game brought me a lot of joy as well. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 2.
Yeah.
Diogo gets some bitches again, man.
Yeah, you know what it is, bro. You know what it is. I don't really normally get on Arsenal, but over the last season, on Twitter, bro, they the most.
And they finished 5th.
Like, just was so happy we beat them.
Yeah.
And we're thinking getting a lovely goal. Jota getting the first goal. He loves scoring against them.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. And
then, I love the Firmino goal.
Yeah. Robertson and Bobby, and the way he just runs into the crowd.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love that.
That's what made it. I don't know if you remember anything else from that game, Ben.
Do you remember the first goal came from Thiago passing Lacazette through? Do you remember?
Yeah.
And then Alisson made an unbelievable save, and then Thiago played Jota through.
Yeah. That's when Thiago, he plays a bad back pass.
Yeah. So that shows the importance of everyone. It shows how good Alisson is, because Ali doesn't say that we're 1-0 down. You're thinking it's very hard to get to the game, and then the brilliance of Thiago come back, put him straight through. And make us go 1-0 up. Yeah, fantastic game. That I think that was the game where I believed, because let's be real, they give it a lot of talk, but they was on hot form going in.
Yeah, they were,
as they normally are when they play us. But look, we showed him, and Salah didn't start, did he?
No.
So I was a bit nervous, but when we won, I thought, right, we can do this now. So it was a great win. I was well happy with it.
Wow, it was the thing. So out of that competition into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Now this was a very difficult game. Not in the first, they had knocked out Arsenal. Who else did they knocked out? They knocked out another team.
Leicester.
Yeah, Leicester as well. And they put Leicester to the sword. Is that 4-1 or 4-2 or something like that, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So and it proved to be a difficult game. Gomez getting an assist for Jota to score a late winner. I think it was 84th or 85th minute. So and I'm so on a side note, I'm happy for us because they're one of the bigger teams that haven't been in the Prem since in the inception. I can't believe that. So glad that they're back.
No, for me as well, Shigs. Like, obviously, I'm from Nottingham. I've been here 24 years of my life. I've got a lot of friends that support Forest, and I have no qualms at all in admitting to them that was our hardest game in the FA Cup. Like for me, they gave it a really good go, and like you say, they beat all those other Premier League sides, and yeah, they made it tough, and they got some decent players. I don't know if they're going to sign that Spence permanently. I think that's still up in the air at the minute. But a lot of clubs are looking at him apparently, but I just feel like at the end of the day, cream rises to the top, and they're a bit salty over the goal. They all still say it was offside. It wasn't. You could literally see from the other angle it wasn't offside. I was actually watching it in Nottingham, which I don't think was a good idea in hindsight. But yeah, it was a good game, and I think once we got through that, it really started to feel real because we're going to Wembley again against Man City, which we'll get onto. I'm pretty sure we're all going to have good things to say about that day. But yeah, for me, after we won that, I was like, yeah, I think we're gonna be good in the FA Cup this year.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. Like I said, from there, it would have been. It's not destiny, but I feel like okay, we've got a very good chance of winning this because of the teams that left in the thing. And I remember the draw though, and I was thinking, please let us get Palace. Please let us get. Yeah. But then we moved on to the Watford game. Easy, not easy, but again, Jota getting on the score sheet. We end up winning the game 2-0. And I think this was a game that Salah, another game that we had rested Salah because he'd just come back from the AFCON.
Yeah.
So great game. Now we move on to our potential star boy. Benfica 1, Liverpool 3. This was a really good game for Liverpool for me. Like we came out like a house on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I think did Keita get a goal in this one? No, it wasn't Keita.
No, he set Diaz up for the last one.
Yeah,
Mane,
and Diaz. Goal for Liverpool.
Yeah. Oh, I was well happy when Ibu scored because obviously we hadn't seen him score yet. He's just that type of character. He always seems to be the first one over to celebrate, and the header
so
was
happy.
Brilliant. Yeah, exactly.
Can we talk about that Fabinho knee slide as well?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Oh, that was awful.
F for performance.
Everyone talks about how bad Fab's was, but how good Ibu's was. Ibu's knee slide and the one against City was unbelievable. Yeah, great header. Sent Nathan Smedley flying in that away end. Absolutely.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He had to go through. It was
a great game. That. I loved that one. Oh yeah, I know. Terrible. Another European game treated.
So through to not through, but made it through.
Sheiks, who are you kidding? We were through, mate. After that, come on,
come on, bro. You gotta be different.
To be fair, that game at Anfield was crazy, but
yeah. Well, listen, we'll get into that shortly. So literally, we then played Man City away. Now this has been put down to be a title decider, and we were awful in the first half. Absolute trash. That's probably one of the worst games I've seen us play. Like, I don't know how, even though City got a lucky goal, the first goal was lucky, it was a deflection again. But we didn't turn up.
Yeah.
We didn't turn up, and we should have been behind by more.
We were poor. City were really good from obviously at home, needing to win. All the pressure was on them, really. Obviously, even letting it go down to that game was big for them from 14 points. But we were poor, to be fair. But look, we'll get into the second half because we did come out flying.
For me, it was similar to the first game in some ways because we went a goal down, then we equalised, then we went 2 down, and then we equalised, and that's what City did at the Anfield game. So in hindsight, like in like an isolated game, it wouldn't have been a disaster of a result, but I think because that was the game where
frozen.
Oh dear.
Frozen. Say that again. Oh, it's frozen.
Yeah, but I get what he's saying. He obviously a draw at the Etihad isn't a bad result at all, but obviously we was in a situation where we needed to win. I think that's what he's saying, and I think he's spot on. To be honest, a point at the Etihad isn't bad at all. So normally you take a point away, you try and win at home. Unfortunately, I think the ruins was not winning at home. But oh well.
Yeah, no, it was a bittersweet one because not that the game was lost, the league was lost there, but it was opportunity for us. It just felt like the moment felt like it was a bit too much for us at that game. So I don't know what. It was disappointing. Hey, sorry, bro. You're all good now?
I don't know what happened there. I thought Man City was fixed, but clearly not. Yeah, what I was saying is just like I think it was just disappointing because that was the one where it felt like if we won, we're actually going to win the Premier League. Like no one's going to stop us, kind of thing. Yeah. And obviously we didn't, and you're then relying on City to drop points, which again we proved this season that when we push each other all the way, we don't lose games. So yeah, it was frustrating.
Yeah, but like I said, it was a frustrating thing, but it is what it is. We move, but hold on. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So we then go back to Anfield, and again, Nunez says, "Look, lads, hey,
sign me, you're free."
And to be honest with you, like before, I think it's not that we took Benfica lightly, but I think again we'd what's the word?
We were through.
Yeah, I do want to say that.
Just say it. We were through.
Maybe arrogant, Shigs.
Yeah, just a tad. I think they took the lead.
Yeah, they did. That Ramos scored.
So and again, it just shows how good our back line is in terms of playing the offside trap. Both times Nunez scored, he was offside, but it was good play. But
yeah, but he did score. He did score onside though, didn't he?
Yeah, but I'm saying like in terms of our back line, we're well drilled. But great game, and this is the thing. This is why earlier what I was saying about the away goals rule. If the away goals rule had been in effect, we would have still gone through. But do Benfica still come at us with the same vim? I don't know. I don't think they do.
Yeah, maybe.
But listen, that's by and by. We end up going through. I think who was it that got the goals? Hold on, let me just check. So, Kanate again got another goal.
Yeah.
And then Bobby came on and got 2. I think so. Yeah, great. Through to the I think it was the quarterfinals that we got through to after that game. Was it around 16?
No, it was the semis, wasn't it? We got through to the semis. Yeah.
Speaking of semi-finals. Shout out to the plug again. I mean, it's like the 5th time we're about to shout the plug out. Absolute scenes at the Green Man.
Yeah.
You know.
The day.
Yeah, listen. Absolute scenes. Got to actually, people would think that us lot have known each other for a while. I've only known these guys for 6 months to a year, if that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, been an absolute pleasure. Got to meet up with them before we played City at Wembley, and kind of like you, Ben, I got to sit above the opposition fans.
It's all right, Shigs. There weren't many of them there, so
yeah.
They had to put flags on like 1,000.
Oh yeah, do you remember?
Honestly, yeah, that is just Nottingham Forest sold out their allocation. I'm no digs at them. They're a bigger club than Man City in my eyes, but come on, man.
Yeah, it was. I remember because we got to go early. Ibu with the header.
Yeah,
I was giving it all this. I was giving it.
You're a brave man doing that against Man City.
Giving it, bro. I don't care. You think I'm going to pass up that opportunity, bro? I don't know when I'm going to be at Wembley again. But I will say this though. I to this day I can still remember the noise when Ibu scored.
I couldn't hear anything.
Bro, my ears were popping, bro. That's how loud it was.
Yeah. I couldn't hear anything.
And then, what was you saying about backup goalkeepers?
What a howler, man. Definitely. He pooed his pants when he seen Mane running away, didn't he? Like,
because when he got the ball and Mane, you saw Mane starting to jog towards him, and I was just like, nah, he's gonna get rid of it. Oh shit, he ain't got rid of it.
I don't know why, but in my head, I thought it was going to be disallowed. Like I thought maybe Mane's done something to him, but then obviously when you watch it back, you see he's literally just slide tackled him and won the ball. So it was just a bizarre goal. Like but fair play to Mane for reading it and knowing that this guy might be a bit dodgy, closing him down, and that was one of the well, he scored 2, but that they were a couple of the last big Mane moments for us. So it was good that he had that at Wembley, because now when we look back at him in a few years' time, that era with Mane and Salah, you've got some iconic Mane moments in there. So I was really happy that Mane scored those goals.
Listen, speaking of Mane, I don't know if you want to add anything to it, Jamie.
The City game.
Yeah.
Oh, what one of the best games, one of the best games. That atmosphere for 50-50 split allocated, because normally in finals it's well hard to get the atmosphere going, because it's like half you, half them. You're a bit you're scattered around one curve, but that was electric. Obviously, it was like the new Jurgen Klopp song was coming into the peak of their powers.
Yeah.
The game was suiting the occasion, just everything about it. A sunny Wembley day, when we have the green man and when we have that side of Wembley, you can't go wrong.
You remember? I don't know if you saw, there was a picture whereby they had the fans and the sunshine coming through.
With all the flares.
Yeah, and then someone put the caption, "The 97 were watching."
Oh yeah, I remember it. I know the tweet. Yeah.
Just to go off the second Mane goal. What a goal! Because it was Thiago's.
The football
as well.
Yeah, and for me, just after that goal, we went into half time and you're 3-0 up all of us. Wait, did they? No, it was 3-0 at half time, wasn't it? Yeah, so it was just all about coming out in the second half and not conceding for me. And as soon as they got their goal back, I was thinking, I'm not liking this now. Like, this kind of shifting. But look, we stood strong. We soaked up everything they pushed at us. And obviously, when they score right at the end, oh no, not like this. We've been too good to let this collapse. But one of the best days, hands down, the best match day experience I've ever had. I don't think I'll get a better one, to be fair, unless I went to a European final or something. But yeah, just to finish on that, bro, because I've got to bounce. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow to talk about some more Darwin Nunez.
Yes, sir, you will.
Love you, bro.
Take care. Sit down. So that, like Ben said, one of the I haven't been to many games like yourselves, but that's probably one of the. I came home smiling, left the stadium smiling from ear to ear. I even got to meet. I don't know if you watched them. You know the people on the Anfield Rap.
Yes. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Dude, they're well good then.
Yeah. So I got to meet one of them. I just said to them, look, man, I love watch your content all the time. Great work. And they're proper sound people, man. Because sometimes people can be a bit funny.
No. But I met him in Paris. They was at the boss thing. Yeah.
Quality. So enjoyable day. Like the thing I was gonna say, the Grealish goal. A lot of City fans didn't see it because it.
Oh right, yeah, they was all getting the drinks. All the time, weren't they? Yeah.
So that was funny. But after beating one Manchester team, we came home to Anfield and beat another Manchester team.
Always good, Shigs.
Lovely. I remember watching. I don't know if you've seen it. There's been a couple of, where people put compilations of people watching streams, and people are losing their minds. Like we scored after 5 minutes, Diaz. We took them to pieces, man. That team was absolutely awful.
Honestly, pardon my French, but we took the piss out of United that day. Honestly, in Anfield, it was half time, and the ref didn't have his, the VAR strap that he has on his arm. He didn't have that connected, and the United players were passing the ball around from centre.
Just
going, hey!
And then it stopped at Maguire.
Maguire. It was just so funny. These are the days. Honestly, these are the days. Always good.
I saw it on Twitter. Anyway,
yeah. Oh my days. Taking the mick out United is always the
beautiful. Best. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. But yeah, that was so. To go from that game to another team that we absolutely despise, the Bitters.
Yeah.
2-0. And the guy that they all love to hate, Lord Divock. Yeah.
Amazing game. Another amazing game.
And changing the game because they're just back to the time. They're just back trying to batten the hatches down.
Yeah. Literally. Yeah. It was an up and air game throughout, wasn't it? They just kept going down, kept wasting time. Best memory of these games. You know what's brilliant, Sheiks? The best memories that are coming to my head of the games are where we're taking the mick out of the rivals. You said, definitely. Arsenal thinking that they've won the Anfield 0-0 trophy. United, and the one that comes to this game was when Alisson catches the ball. And he goes down and he smiles like Pickford did. I celebrated that like it was a goal. Honestly,
yeah.
Pickford did it all game, but it come back to bite him. 2-0. They
do take on board the shit out of it. On board, man.
I'm telling you, Alisson South American. That's why I think Nunez South American. These guys like a bit of shithousery.
Yeah, and it was worth it. So. We're beating Lord Divock. I think that was the last time we saw him in a Merseyside derby. But listen, wish him all the best. We now move on. We've got a couple more games and we're done. So I appreciate you taking your time, Jamie. But yeah, we can move on to the Villarreal game.
Yeah.
2-0. The first goal was a bit of a fluke, Henderson.
Yeah.
And then I think who else got the second goal?
Was it Jota?
I think it might have been. Hold on. Yeah, no, Mane.
It was. I remember the goal. Yeah. He nicked just in front of the keeper.
Yeah. So, and I think as well, a lot of people thought when the draw was done, obviously Man City got Madrid. Everybody was thinking it was going to be English final because let's be honest, Madrid, even though they beat PSV, they hadn't been the better team.
Yeah.
And like we said, everyone thought it'd be a Liverpool Man City final, but. Win that league 2-0. Calm performance. Go away to Newcastle. Our boy Naby gets a winner there. Now we go back to Villarreal Stadium, and Villarreal come out and get 2 early goals. And I'm thinking, hold on. I remember doing a stream for this game, thinking, hold on, it's not meant to go down like this. It's not meant to go down like this at all. But true to form, the boys came out second half. Up the tempo. Diaz come on, got a goal, and then Mane got a goal as well. First 2-2. I'm trying to think who got the winner. Is it Mane again? So Fabinho got the first goal, Diaz got the second, and then Mane got the winner. So which put us through to the final, and everybody was ecstatic, thinking we could beat Man City, but Real Madrid had other thoughts. How did you feel about that game?
What, the Villarreal game or the?
Yeah, the Villarreal.
Yeah. Look, we did our job in the first leg, as in it took time. We know what the Spanish team was going to be like. They was going to sit back, but we found our 2 goals, and that's what it's about. The away game. Honestly, I aged about 50 years. We've already booked our flight, our hotel to Paris.
Yeah.
We're sat at 2-0. There's $2,000 gone. I'm thinking, no, don't rob me of this opportunity. Honestly, I'm just sat on the couch. My mouth's open like it's got 5 golf balls in it, just in pure disbelief. But look, We never do it the easy way, but we do it. And that's what I always say to people. We do it. And we did do it. And we made the final. But we'll stop there on the Champions League one because we don't want to move on to the final.
Out to Elvin. He's trolling there. He says, unlucky, bro. You almost done it. You almost made it. Yeah, almost. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But I hope you're well, bro. Hope you're good. Just going to say 9-0, yeah? 9-0. Anyway, we move on. love for that blinky. Love for that blinky. So then we meet Tottenham. This game was so frustrating because you knew Conte was going to come in and just put the shutters down, and they almost did a job. Son gets the go-ahead goal, and I'm not going to lie, it didn't look like we was going to score the way they were defending. It took a lucky from Diaz to get an equalizer. Yeah. And even then, we you know, like when they say when you huff and puff, but you didn't blow the house down. Mm-hmm. That's what it literally felt like. Like we didn't open it up because normally we create a few chances against Tottenham.
Yeah.
But it weren't meant to be.
Tottenham are a pain in the backside when they're going to play like that because they have a brilliantly organised coach who can coach a game defensively, but the main thing that they have is that Son and Kane, Kulusevski attack to hurt you, and they hurt us with that first goal. I had no doubt we were going to nick one. It was just if Tottenham scored, and then two seems very unlikely, obviously. But I think that was the game where I looked at us and I thought, we're tired now. We've played a lot of minutes, played every game, and I thought, right, the wheels could be turning like a little bit.
Minute or 75th minute, and we used to like we were coming out steam.
Yeah. And like you said, it took a very fortunate goal. You need them in the title race, of course you do, but I think that was the game where Villarreal, having to make that dramatic comeback, took it all out of us.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue that. Very much so. Very much so. But then we went to Villa, and again, shaky start. Villa take the lead. Mm-hmm. We started off very shaky, but literally, they scored. Then we went down the other end. The two centre-backs combining. It reminded me of, remember when Lovren and Clavin combined for the goal against Burnley?
Yes, in the last minute. minute. Yeah.
It reminded me of that. And then obviously then Matic got us back in the game. And then lovely goal by Mane with an assist from Luis Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz, because Klopp changed him onto the left, didn't he? And it changed the game. Another game without Salah as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Just to get it over the line. Yeah.
And then back to Anfield South.
Yes. Another trophy in the cabinet.
Lovely stuff. Went to penalties again. I don't think this game was as entertaining as
it definitely wasn't. It was tight. Everyone was tired. I'm telling you. It was a leggy game, but shout out to Big Money Mason Mount. Fantastic record at Wembley. Keep that up, sunshine. Brilliant penalty save from Alisson. And shout out to your boy. Give him your plaudits. Zeus. Cold as ice. Finish.
My guy. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie. When it got to penalties, I was nervous. I'm not even gonna play like we had it in the bag. But we just, especially when it was Mason Mount. Was it Mason Mount that missed? No, who missed?
Yeah. Oh no, the first one was Azpilicueta.
Yeah, and I thought I was gonna do this. And then when Mane missed, I was like, oh no.
Yeah. when Mane stepped up, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, really?
Because Mendy's from Senegal. I was thinking he knows him.
Yeah.
So, oh well, it was meant to be for the Scouser that's Greek.
There you go. Winning it for us. And I love the way he cupped his ears and ran to the back. We did it as well. So 2 trophies in the bag. So yeah. You know, I was pleasantly pleased, man. And it just piped down the Chelsea supporters a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
Kind of cool club of fraud. The final, so piped down. But then Southampton game again. Boy, listen, we made it a little bit difficult for ourselves.
Yeah, but huge credit to us because the team we put out was very it was like a Carabao Cup team.
Changes.
Yeah, Minamino, no Salah, no Mane, no Diaz.
No,
was it?
No.
So that's our whole front three out.
Yeah, and it just shows. Even though people want to talk about rubbish about our team, like the depth in our squad to make 7-8 changes and still beat because Southampton drew twice with Man City.
Yeah.
So they're no mugs.
Yeah, 100%. And Ibrahima Konate, this game was so good. He was so good.
We're gonna get on.
He got man of the match, didn't he?
And he fully deserved it.
Yeah, he did.
This second half of the season, he's been immense.
Yeah, I think he cemented himself next to Van Dijk, and that's not even any criticism to Matip because he's had an unbelievable season. But they've both been challenging each other. That is everything what you need. It proves that you need that player to come in and challenge yourself, not to make yourself too comfortable. Diaz did it in January with Mane. Mane moved to the 9 and he flew. So you need that player to challenge you. And I think Matip and Ibu challenging each other. Gomez could come on and challenge, hopefully. Honestly, we got a great future in that centre-back department.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. So then we get to the final day of the season. Oh, what could have been? What could have been, man? I was in the Football Terrace studios, and I don't know if you've seen the basically when City got their third goal, everybody was shouting, "You Scouse be a bastard" to me. And I just
I've not seen it.
Let me find it. Let's have a look. I didn't save it. Did I bookmark it?
I'll find it on Twitter.
Yeah, but basically, I was getting pelters. Just put it that way. I was getting.
What game was this for?
The Liverpool
last day of the season.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Who were the ones jumping? Were they United fans? Or were they City?
Yeah, United,
right,
Chelsea.
Well, that tells you everything, doesn't it?
Well, there's
At least you're sat there with a bit of hope in your heart. They're sat there watching their team get beat to Palace, hoping for 5th place. They was hoping for Europa League. So that's levels in it, really. They can't say anything.
That's why I wasn't too annoyed. Like I just like that just shows how good of a team we are. The other teams are happy when we don't win something, and we didn't even lose. You said we didn't win the title. So like I said, it was bittersweet. And the thing that made it worse was that was the first time that Konate had made a mistake in a long time. So it made it a little bit more. But we came back and won the game.
Yeah.
Came back and won the game 3-1, but it wasn't meant to be. Now, on to the Champions League final. We're not going to go into the debacle of the French police and how they managed the situation because it was an absolute farce. But on the game itself, it was frustrating because I feel like they were there for the taking, but Courtois was on a mad one.
Yeah, I hate talking about this game, to be honest, but we have to. Part of the stream, part of the season, and I think this has been good because although we ended on such a low, we've had so many laughs and smiles. This stream, it shows how much of a good season it was.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Real Madrid just wasn't meant to be beaten. I'm convinced by it. This year in the Champions League, or second best team against PSG, second best team against Chelsea, definitely at that Bernabeu, second best team in both legs against City, second best team in the final, in my opinion. But there was something with them. It's European heritage. That's why it's such a special competition. Anyone can win it with that experience. It comes down to. But I still think we were tired, and I'll stand by it. We're 100% a better footballing team than Real Madrid. It just wasn't meant to be. But like I said, Courtois, Mad one. It was. We were never going to beat him. I don't know what we could have hit him with.
Bro, like there was the save that he made for Mane. I said, "Oh, this guy's on."
Yeah.
This guy's on a
Yeah.
Is any other keeper that goes in?
Yeah.
Any other keeper that goes
100%.
in. So it was just like, oh, really? Okay. So then, but you know what's frustrating as well? I did a stream with Saint NFC, and before Valverde crossed it in, I was shouting, back post, watch the back post.
Yeah.
So we end the season on a sour note.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a bad season. It's just frustrating that because we still won 2 trophies out of the 4 we entered in. We played all the games we could have played in the season, but we just didn't bring home the big trophies that we were expecting, either the Champions League or the league. But we go again next season with our boy Nunez.
We're already going again. The window's not even open, and we've brought in Carvalho, and it looks like we're getting Ramsey and Nunez, and the window isn't open, so it shows we're ready to go again next season.
Eager to go. And listen, like it's been a pleasure following. This has been my first season actually creating content on Liverpool and creating on the ball.
You smashed it.
So it's been an absolute pleasure. Like I said, we're gonna get bigger and better. Thank you for coming on the channel, Jamie. I'm with this.
It's been a privilege. It's been great.
It's been an absolute pleasure doing Rambling Reds with yourself, Noah, and Ben, and to all the people that have liked, subscribed, left a comment. Give us a like on Twitter. I appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow with the rest of the gang on the Ball TV, just going through more transfer stuff and things like that. But Jamie, I'm sure we're gonna. Is it tomorrow we're doing the stream, or when with Ben concerning the
with
transfer?
Ben? I think is it for Friday?
Friday.
I'm not sure. I don't think it's tomorrow because I think he's on with the TAT.
Okay, but when Friday definitely. But
yeah.
People, thank you very much. We will be back. We're going to be. I'm going to continue to do content just concerning the transfers and stuff over the weeks. So it might not be the 2 shows that you're used to, but you'll get 1 show a week from me on a regular. Whether it's just me or whether the gang, whether it's with the Rambling Reds, you'll get 1 because I can't just leave it like that. I want to keep the content going. So, but thank you for watching, people. Take care, and we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, take care, guys.